Hey guys, this is Guy. Today I will be reviewing the EVP CQ3. This is a new 4-channel charger. It's not so new, but it's been in the market for a while. It's new in some of the places. I will do an open box of that, and also I will be comparing to this Turnigy, which is actually also 4-channel, and I was using this one for the last, I think, 3 years now, so I know it exactly. I bought another one so to serve, my mini racer, which I have about 10 lipos. So I will be using this charger both in parallel. So let's start with open the box, and then we'll review all the differences between those chargers. Okay, so let's see what we have in the box. Let's open it the first time. You got here manual. Then here is the actual charger, which is packed very nicely. This is how it looks. Quite a big one, see, compared to my hand. You can see the different plugs, and we will review it in a minute. And what we have here is the plug to put in the wall, and here we got all the different balances. What you can see here are JST ones, which would suit fine to our lipos. And here we got the different leads to connect, which one is the XT60 and the other ones are DINs. So actually I'm going to change everything to XT60 because this is the connector that I'm using. So first look, it looks very nice. You can connect here on the side. Connect it here, and then the lids as well can be connected plus and minus, and the balancer is coming like that. Okay, so if I would compare between this one to that one, you can see the actual size, it's almost double. But I think that the main difference, which I like the most, is that this one got the power supply as well. For that one I had to buy something on eBay. This is some kind of a power supply to LEDs, and I'm using that. I think it's 30 amperes. This is the one that I'm using, which is enough for 6 cells LiPo, 5 amperes, which is fine here. If I'm looking at the specifications, so both chargers are 4 channels, both chargers are 100 watt. Actually, it's the same specification as I look at it. The charging and the discharging, everything seems the same. It supports up to 6 cell LiPo. It's the current charge. If I compare between both, so it's maximum charge for 10 amperes and maximum discharge for 5 amperes. And so as for specification, it looks the same. Again, this one has the power supply in it, which I see as an advantage. Now let's get it charge something, and then we can see also the menu, and I can give you my comparison to this old one. Okay, a few comments before we'll start to play with the menu. First of all, I mistakenly said that the XT60 is one of the leads to connect to the battery, because this is the female and not the male. So it's not goes into the LiPo. So I found out that it goes to this part, which has here an XT60, and this is actually a DC input between 11 to 18 volt, so you can connect it to an external DC power supply to your car, things like that. So in the meantime, I soldered all the XT60 instead of the DINs. One more comparison to the Turnigy charger is the high voltage. So this one support also high voltage LiPo batteries. So what I did is I have connected the 6S LiPo 5000 to the charger. So let's go and see the difference. So I will start again in the charger, so just charging it up, and you can see everything. The battery type you play here, so between LiPo to the different ones. Here is the high voltage, metal, and the others. Another thing that got on this charger is the digital power, so it's kind of serve as a digital DC power between 3 volts to 24, if I'm not mistaken, which is nice, because you can set up any voltage, yes, to 24. Just check that in the instructions. So you can connect any electronic device and power it up with this charger. So this is how you change by this menu the battery type, all the types, and also you got the program select, which is a user set. You can change the defaults that's set by the user. You can read it in the instructions. There is this feature as an example of pre-charge time for over discharge batteries. So for 1 minute it starts slowly to do the charge, and then it starts in the capacity that you define. So you can go over and see them all. So if I will select the LiPo battery and go inside, so you got the LiPo, and you got different types of charging. So you got a storage, discharge the battery, a regular charge, which you do not have to put a balance, but I always use the balance charge. So just will select this one, and then I will select the 6S, and then I will select the capacity of the battery, which is 5000, and I can also select how the amperage. So if I if I decide not to charge in 1C but more than 1C, I can increase that, but I will always charging in 1C. So one press will show me what is the count cell of the battery and what I have defined in the charger. So if everything is okay, it's the same one, just another press and it start the charge. I hope you can hear that. I think it's a bit noisy, this charger. It shows me, how many cells and what is the charging amperage and what is the voltage, and this is the type and the time and how much each charge, and I can show also the different cells and go back. So the menu it's quite similar to the older one, to the Turnigy one, which I don't see the difference. So overall, a very nice one. Again, to charge many batteries and with nice capacity. It could serve you for all uses. If this is RC models and you need 6S or 4S for the mini racer, so it can serve them all. That's it. I think this is my review. If you have any questions, things that you would like for me to check, to test, just let me know. Thank you.